And do you even have a business if you don't have social media? The answer is no.
I'm gonna just say the answer is no, okay?
Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Di, and I am the founder and creator of Press Bay Nail Co. And if you've been here for a while, welcome back, family. You know how we do here. So today we're here to spill some more tea. And today's video is going to be 5 lessons that I learned from starting my e-commerce business. If you have not seen my last video, then I'm going to give you a little backstory. So I started Press Bay Nail Co. in 2022. I did it for quite some time, and then we took a little hiatus. If you want to know why, I'll link that video here. But with that transition, I did have a lot of lessons learned. So the first tip that I learned as being an entrepreneur in the e-commerce space was to plan my content ahead of time. As you know, content is king. Unless you're living under a rock, you know social media is everything. Do you even have a business if you don't have social media? The answer is no. I'm going to just say the answer is no, okay? So content is king. So you want to be very strategic about your content strategy and planning your content ahead of time. So it's very important to align your content with like current events. That means trending sounds and what's going on. That grabs your audience's attention because everyone's talking about these things anyway. So if you build your content strategy around current events and things that are happening, and even plan your content out ahead of time with around holidays and things like that, it kind of aligns everything in your business and has a stronger brand message if you plan ahead of time. So my second tip would be to not overly discount or give away your products. So this is something that I learned last time we did our launch. I had a bunch of giveaways. I didn't have a lot of discounts, but I had a lot of giveaways. And I feel like my brand started to get attached to like giveaways. And while it was fun, don't get me wrong, it was super fun. I loved engaging with my audience. I loved having my audience pick out the names of our acrylic colors and help us to, you know, design certain things of our brand. It was very, very fun, and it did build a lot of brand awareness, and it brought a lot of traffic into my website and onto my social media pages. But at the end of the day, the goal is to convert that traffic into sales. And while we did have some successful points in our journey of entrepreneurship, I don't think giveaways were helping that, so to speak. So I would just say, just be very cautious about overly discounting or overly giving away your products, because at the end of the day, you don't want your brand to be associated with only giveaways or only discounts, because you want your customers to buy your products when they're not discounted or when they're not being given away. So my recommendation would be, instead of doing a whole bunch of discounts or giveaways, is to align your discounts to things like milestones, like, okay, 100,000 subscribers or 100,000 followers, or align it to things like Black Friday or Christmas. So things that are kind of a little bit more strategic. And when you think of discounts, just look at what other brands are doing in terms of when they're doing discounts. So I think that's always a good thing to do. Look at what others are doing to help kind of guide your strategic plan on that. And that brings me to my next tip, would be to utilize project management in your business. So a lot of the times as solopreneurs or entrepreneurs, we are everything. We're the marketing team, we're the sales team, we're customer support, we're doing shipping. So when you have all of these hats to wear in your business, you need some type of plan and some type of framework to kind of guide what you're doing and show you where to spend your time. So project management, it might sound a little complicated, but it's really not. It's just a way to lay out your plan of your business and attach deadlines to all of your specific tasks. And it doesn't have to be hard at all. There are a bunch of softwares out there that'll help you with that. Some examples are Monday.com or ClickUp or Jira. Jira is a little more advanced. Those are for people that are a little more advanced in the project management space, but there's something out there for everyone. One of the ones that I like to recommend for beginners, solopreneurs, and early entrepreneurs is to just use Google Suite. Google Suite is a free product. It has an Excel function on there where you can put functions and formulas in there to be able to do a lot of the things that a lot of the project management software does. It is very basic, but I think it's a very good way to start out. So if you need any advice on how to set up a Google Suite, please leave a comment below, and I will be sure to make a video on how to set up your Google Suite, because I still use Google Suite for a lot of things. So I think it gets the job done, and it's very user-friendly and easy to use. So again, let me know if you would like a video on that. And that brings me to my next tip, which is to pay attention to your inventory and have a very good inventory management structure in your business. So a lot of the times as solopreneurs, early entrepreneurs, we just want to buy product. You just want to spend your entire budget on buying product. And while that is fun, and while we love to shop as consumers in general, you want to be sure that you're paying attention to, okay, what do I actually need? And inventory management, long story short, is just paying attention to what's coming in the door and what's going out of the door. So I would say as an early entrepreneur, a solopreneur, you don't want to spend all of your dollars on inventory. You want to be able to spend that money on other things, such as software that I mentioned earlier, or marketing, or content, content planning, or working with influencers, things like that. Because if you have a warehouse full of items for the product and no way to sell it, that's not what we want. So you want to just have a very good inventory management plan, and that also includes being able to plan for things like Black Friday. How much product will I need for Black Friday versus like a summer season? If you sell winter clothes, of course in the summer you're not going to need a bunch of inventory on hand if you sell winter clothes. So things like that. Just pay attention to kind of the ebbs and flows of your sales on different items and be able to plan for that. Let's just say in around like Christmas time, let's say I sell a lot of green and red acrylic. I know around those times I need to have more red and green acrylic on hand around Christmas time. And that's just a very short example, but that kind of gives you an idea of how to plan your inventory management strategy. And that brings me to tip number 5, which is my favorite, which is to pay attention to your packaging and your presentation. I cannot stress this enough. At the end of the day, this goes kind of back to content. Consumers are visual people. If something looks nice, we're more inclined to want to know more about it, to hit that follow button, to hit that subscribe button. Let's take a pause. Like and subscribe. I'll give y'all a couple minutes. Okay, back to what I was saying. So as a consumer, we're very inclined to pay more attention to something if it just looks more visually appealing, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. So I would say pay attention to your packaging and your presentation. Of course, as early entrepreneurs, we can't spend a ton of money on packaging and presentation, but what you can spend on it, do. And that's why I said it's important to pay attention to your inventory. So you don't want to use so much money on inventory and you don't have enough for good packaging, good presentation. With that in mind, I do have something very exciting I want to show you guys. This is our custom box that I've been working so hard on. I designed this myself, and I had it printed by a company that I found online. So this is our brand name. It has the logo and our custom brand color, and I'm super excited about this. Packaging and presentation has always been like one of the things that's so important to me when building my brand. So I'm so excited for these custom boxes, and I'm so excited to share with you guys what it took for me to get this custom packaging. So our next video is going to be all about packaging and vendors and how to find vendors. So if you're interested in that, be sure to like and subscribe. And also for our people that need a little guidance on how to start a brand, how to start your business, how to launch a successful company, we do have a free checklist that'll give you all of the different items that you would need to complete in order to make sure you have a successful business. It will be linked below. And for my girlies and gents that are a little bit further along in their journey and they need something a little more robust, they want a little more information, they want a little more meat on the bones, I do have a launch guide on how to build, grow, and sustain a successful business, which will also be linked down below. It's over 50 pages. It has exercises in it, prompts to be able to get you to answer those good questions that your audience needs from you, exercises, action plans. Y'all, it's loaded. Like I said, it's over 50 pages, and it's good. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So if you're interested in that, that'll also be linked down below. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. Before you go, be sure to like and subscribe. and turn on your post notifications so you'll be aware when we drop a new video. Like I said, the next one will be all about packaging, which I'm super excited about. So I cannot wait to share that with you guys. But until next time, peace. I need that Red Bull. Give me a Red Bull so I can fly, so I get my wings. I need my Red Bull. Okay. Let's stop. Let's pause. Let's take